Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is 7:03 a.m. It is Wednesday, the 22nd of November, and I have a hamster in my pocket. Not only that, excuse me, I have Bobo Jr., aka the living dust mop, in my pocket. Oh my gosh, look at how flurfy this guy is. In fact, he's kind of a thin little guy. He's not fat. There's no great big hamster body underneath there. He's a little guy, just normal sized, but I gotta trim him down. I gotta get my skizzers and trim him down. I mean, it took me a minute and some, and I still don't have it all, to pick all the bedding out of his fur. I'm still dripping bedding. Look at how flurfy this guy is. Turn around to the camera there, little guys. They can see your face. He is so cute. He's my little dust mop. There we go. Thank you, Bubbo. The weird thing is, of course, not that many months ago, he had no fur at all. He was naked. He had lost all of his fur. And I'm not sure if it was stress or ringworm. But when I took him out of rotation, because he had been on rotation and I was taking him out every 4 or 5 days, he got these bright red marks on his belly and his fur fell off over most of his body. So I took him out of rotation and I put him on the side. And a hairless hamster that's supposed to have hair, they're just wrinkly and ugly. I mean, he was cute because he's cute, but he still had lost like 95% of all of his fur. He wasn't very cute. But now, as you can see, because I took him out of rotation and just let him de-stress, and the bright red spots went away, his fur came back. So I don't know if it was ringworm or stress or what. I mean, I never got ringworm, and ringworm is transferable from person to hamster. So I don't know, but I want to make sure now that even though I put him up right now, that I'm not going to stress him out. So I'm going to trim off of his fur, and then, isn't that cool that I can do that? It's not easy, and I'm really shaky doing it, but 2 years ago, my hand was completely 100% paralyzed. I talk about this a lot, but I always have new subscribers, so I used to fall asleep in chairs, any kind of chair, even a recliner with a soft arm, I would fall asleep in. And the bad part is I'd have my arms between my body and the arm of the chair. This is where it's even dangerous with a soft chair. Because I would fall to the side when sleeping, mostly to this side, not so much to this side, but I would fall over it, and your radial nerve runs right through here. Just that pressure of falling asleep in chairs abraded that nerve, like I took a length of rope and rubbed it on a sharp rock until one day the rope just went snap. And my hand, it was fine when I went to bed. Well, when I fell asleep in my recliner. When I woke up, it didn't work anymore. At all. The only thing I could do was bring in my thumb like that. Yeah, I'm so shaky, I don't know why. Bring in my thumb, and then it took gravity and muscle tone to pull it back out. I bring my fingers in that much, gravity and muscle tone to bring them back out. Because I couldn't bring anything back out. If I brought my fingers in that tiny bit, that was it. That was as far as my hand could go. That was all my movement going like that. Everything else was just totally abraded. But in the 2 years since, I don't know why my camera is lagging so bad. I've got nothing running. I just turned my computer on this morning. I have a browser and I have my webcam software, and that's it. And it keeps lag spiking and having lag spikes. I don't know why. I think I need to reinstall Windows again. I just got the Windows 10 Creators update. Oh, what a nightmare. But anyway, so in the 2 years since this happened, nerves, not spinal nerves yet, but the rest of your nerves, the rest of your body. I didn't know this. I only found this out 2 years ago. Oh, I am so sorry. I've got to turn my box fan on. I tried turning it off so that it would be quieter, but this stagnant air, even with my window open over there, everything's falling over there, it's still, the air isn't moving, and when the air doesn't move, I just don't feel good. I get a nasty feeling on my skin, a nasty feeling in my lungs, so I'm sorry. It's not so loud that it's hopefully not distracting. But I found out that nerves grow back. They grow back at a rate of about 1 millimeter a month. They told me when I went in to the VA, after it took about 3 weeks of my hand not working before I finally got into the VA, because it was like, there's ulnar entrapment where you can get your nerves stuck here and it's partial paralysis. There's all sorts of little minor things that can happen that are just absolutely temporary. This wasn't getting better. That's when I went into the VA, found out when they did all sorts of tests, found out just where they stick needles in you, there's all sorts of bizarre tests. But they found out that it was abraded right through there. That's when I found out the nerves grow back. They told me that if in 5 to 7 years my hand still doesn't work, to not panic. Nerves grow back, it just takes time. In the 2 years since my hand was dead, I'm about 10% deficit now. I am so glad. I am never going to complain. Ever, ever, ever. Take care of your nerves. Please take care of your nerves. You can so easily damage yourself without even knowing it. I had no idea. I didn't know I was damaging my nerve. And yet, woke up and just the short amount of time that had abraded it enough to finish the job, and just a few strands so I could go like that. But after 2 some odd years, I think I'm doing pretty good. I went and spit there. God, how gross. I'm going to try and center myself. Oh, after I talk about this, yes, there's masking tape everywhere. It is raining like hell. It rained for 24 hours out of 24 yesterday. I didn't go walking. Now today I'm going to drive my car. And of course it's a big risk, because even though my housemates drive my car anywhere and everywhere whenever they feel the whim, whenever I drive my car, if they discover it, they immediately confront me like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? So I still got to go to the post office to pick up stuff. I got my Veterans Administration drug set. I've got to go to pick up stuff at the hardware store for these. I'm tired, so tired of being treated like a criminal for me driving my car. So, but life is life. Anyway, as you can see, even though there's masking tape, and in fact there's largely a ton of masking tape on this one because I put the hole too low. The wire thing that's holding that one up, I couldn't make fit down low enough. So I had to masking tape it to the side. That now there's 2 of them. Little Squeak Jr. is in here. She was drinking out of her water bottle just before I started the webcam. And earlier she was running on her wheel. And then up here, of course, Mama Squeak in the corner. So we're getting there. I've got 2 of my 4 big bins already, as you can see. I'm going to center myself. I just have 2 more to go, and then I'll have I'll have 4 of my 5 little hams. Hams. 4 of my 5 little hamsters put in bin cages with plenty of space. Then I just have to work on getting some wheels. I should probably put wheels on my Amazon wish list, because I have an Amazon wish list down in the links below there if you wanted to check that out. Oh, my legs. I have to keep my legs stretched out. I don't want blood clots. I'm terrified of getting blood clots, so I'm trying to make sure my legs are stretched out, or at least not bent at more than, a 90-degree angle, because even that one bugs me. Anytime you bend a limb like this, you've got turbulence at the bend point. And turbulence is dangerous in the human body. Turbulence raises the risk of blood clot. That's why it's so dangerous when you're sitting in the tight airplane seats for a great amount of time. Your legs are bent in tight, so you've got a lot of turbulence inside your deep veins, and it's turbulence for a long time. Turbulence in blood vessels causes blood clots. That's why if you do that thing where you bend your knees and then sit on your knees, that's not really good for blood flow, and you are risking dangerous things the older you get. So try to be careful. But yeah, it's anytime you make a bend in any blood vessel, that increases turbulence, and that increases your risk of blood clots. Thumbs up on that. Yeah, I spent 15 years as a nurse's aide. I took 0.05 of the 5 classes necessary to become a licensed practical nurse. I am not bragging when I say that if you use knowledge as a liquid sort of metaphor, I used to have a gallon of information about how to keep the human body alive and why the human body works the way it works through my years of working as a nurse's aide and continuing education, and through my licensed practical nurse class and all that. Whereas most people's knowledge of the human body and how to keep it running alive is about a half ounce. So even though I've forgotten my half gallon of information, good old fibro, I still, with the remaining half gallon, that's still a lot more information than most people know. So it's good. It's good to know things. It's good to learn. I love learning. Even though I can't remember things, I still research things all the time. Sometimes if I can remember it long enough and hard enough, I can make it into long-term memory, and then it's cool. But even my long-term memory is not safe. I've had information from my long-term memory yanked out of my head while I've been talking or thinking about it before. That's always a good feeling. I wanted to quickly talk about my Veterans Administration appointment, and I'm very sorry I went there. Good Lord, I've been saying like once or twice a video for a while now, and I am so sorry. I try to never say it, so anything above 0 is not good. But in my Veterans Administration appointment, I discovered that my going on walks, which is why I'm so upset I haven't been able to go for a walk because it's been raining so much. Because of that, I'm a lot more fit than I thought I was. My resting pulse. Try your best to keep your teeth. Dentures suck. It wasn't my fault my teeth went bad. I had 2 parents with very, very poor genetic heritage for teeth. And then the area we grew up in, the water is not mineralized enough for good teeth growth. So both my parents had dentures by the time they were in their 20s. Mine lasted until I was 50, so I did pretty good. But, oh God, try to remember. Yes, my resting pulse was 58. And while my blood pressure was up for me, I have a mild case of white coat syndrome, which is where you get nervous when you go into a doctor's appointment. And when you are in pain, your pulse and your blood pressure go up. And I was really hurting that day of my appointment. So even though I was hurting and nervous, my resting pulse in a nervous hurting state was 58. And my blood pressure was high for me. It was 122/74. It's usually around 110/60, so I gotta be more careful. I am glad I am so fit. At my age, it's something that I really, really, really have to worry about. With all these people that I've grown up looking up to dying in their 60s, that's only 5 years away from me now, and I'll be 60. So I don't like hearing about people so close to my age kicking off. That's not always reassuring. I'm looking over there because I have the time on my webcam software, because at this point I need to, because I forgot to do it already, open up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It is greatly appreciated that you have done so. Now, I'm not reading the comments at this time. I am going to read the comments later, and I'm going to thumbs up every single one I read. I'm going to answer as many as I can, but for this point, all I can do is thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Now, I've been getting a lot of comments lately, so there's going to be, you may not recognize your name, because there's a lot of new people, is all I'm saying. Thumbs up on that. Now, if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're not good at names. But we'll start with Moon King, number 7. Thank you very, very much. And Taku Pelli, I am so sorry, but thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Yeti Me, with an underscore at the end. Thank you. Upper dentures and all that. That's why I'm hissing so much. They're not fitting. They keep falling out of place. Now, you see, after doing that, I sound clearer. That's because my dentures are where they're supposed to be. Yay. And then Extreme Gamer, thank you very, very much. And then we have Rick. Rick, thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Ben Pantera, thank you very, very much. I am XAVR. I am Xaver. I'm not sure, but thank you very, very much. Akiharu, greatly appreciated. Bill Hoffman, thank you very, very much. And then there is Cannabiz. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Michael Verata, thank you. And then, it would be Black Panther 1, but the 4, the A is a 4 in both Black and Panther. So you can't really pronounce a 4, but Black Panther 1. Three tall lines. Ryan, 3 tall lines. Thank you very, very much. And then the Rayman PL1. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Evil Emerald. Thank you. Thumbs up and greatly appreciated. I say appreciated way too much. I'm very sorry, but thank you all. Charlie Wow. Thank you very, very much. And then there is Philip Martinovich. Oh, that's terrible pronunciation, but thank you very, very much. And then Hot Dog Lolly. Thank you very, very much. And Sam Crockett, greatly appreciated. Jerry Sue, thank you. Thumbs up. 0x029. 0 is a word, and then 0 digit 29. Thank you very, very much. And Orange is Life. Thank you very, very much. Christian Raffic. I hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. Leandro Lima. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Anonymous Guy. Thank you all so very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is appreciated. I have bipolar disorder. I'm clinically depressed. My wife died 3 years ago. Her cat died 6 months after that. So I'm at 18 minutes and 30 seconds, so if you could check my links down below, I've got like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes. I donate them. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be appreciated. I do appreciate. I use that word way too much. All the positive validation I can get for my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. But I do understand my personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life. So if you don't like my channel and you don't want to subscribe, I understand. But if you're down with it, I'll do my best to keep you entertained for the rest of my life. This means nothing. Nerve impulses reaching your brain. The use of nerves, the use of feeling, the use of your body sends good, pleasurable feelings through to your brain. I like just the sensation of moving my hands, especially since not that long ago I couldn't move this hand. So when I do that, it's just so that my hands are moving. That's all. Oh gosh, I got a ration video coming up, game video coming up. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very, very good thing. So yes, I've got a ration video coming up and a game video coming up and maybe a game video for my game channel. Take care, and I'll see you all later.